So this video is going to teach you how to do an exercise called the Crucifix. This is the fourth movement in the Desk Jockey Workout, which is one of those 5-minute workouts in my book, Feel Better in 5. Gary, I really love the Crucifix. I do it actually most mornings in my garden before I get going. It really feels for me as though I sort of open up my shoulders and my chest and arms, but I wonder if we could sort of go through it and you could have a look, am I doing it correctly, but also what are the common mistakes you see some people do when they're trying to do this exercise.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, we've got a description in the book. Why don't you show us how you're doing it currently?
That's what I'm doing, okay.
Cool. And so this is exactly, we've almost covered this on another video as well, but you know the shape that you want to get into and you're doing it, and you're accessing the movement, you're getting the movement in the muscles, you're reaching into your spine, and you're feeling, you enjoy it. But can we tidy it up? Yes. And we just go back to that sequential idea. So a lot of people will remember the big position and just do it, but if we can really get you guys to remember that there's a sequence to this that will actually help you get the most out of it, then we're going to go a long way to improving
very much like
movement.
we did in frontal cogs on video 2 out of these 4 videos.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And also the arm spirals. So this is the same. We talked about the arm spirals, rotating. Let's see how it pans out in your Crucifix.
Okay, so put arms out,
feet hip width apart.
Okay.
Just relaxed knees rather than bent. Arms out in the T shape. And then we'll just start. So if I put my finger on Rongan's middle finger, he has an axis around which he can actually turn.
Oh yeah.
So if I do that, just so that you get a sense of that, and you could put that finger against a wall just to get a feeling.
It's actually different when you do it that way than how I do it myself.
Be different. So if you come back again, we'll start with the hand. Remember that idea that we'd get to a point by moving the hand where the
move a hand.
elbow gets invited to move, and then you'll go again. Now at this point, you don't want to jam up the shoulder, so just let the shoulder be free. The shoulder.
What does that mean? Let it be free.
What does that? Let it follow this movement. So we might get to a point where
it comes over like
you feel like you want to keep your shoulder here and it's jamming, but if you let that be free,
like that.
yeah, and it'll almost pick up the scapula on the back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Come back out again, and then we'll do that again. So just pick the hand up so it's at shoulder height.
Oh, when you do it in sequence, you really feel much more mobility, and you feel a much bigger pull and a much bigger stretch.
Yeah, cool, nice. So do you feel when you do this what it does to your rib cage? You feel how it's kind of pushing you around to the right? Okay, so if you hold that arm there for a second, then I'll come this side, and then you're going to do the opposite. So it's exactly the same. If I take that finger point here, and you can roll that arm up now. So this palm's going up to the ceiling, bicep going up to the ceiling, and then you'll feel it pulling the shoulder blade down. And it's effectively lifted you up, but kept you bent this way and also rotated.
You want to keep my head on the horizon,
direction.
Of course.
Always keep the head on the horizon, perfect. Now, we'll unravel it by going the other way. So take your right hand, think about that fixed finger axis, sequentially, and then unravel this one. Cool. Now we've done it. Ideally, you would do both at the same time.
So like?
Then try and have that idea of both hands.
One's going fully in, one's going fully out.
Yeah. And it's lifting the rib cage, rotating the rib cage.
Wow, it's such a lovely movement.
And eyes up, head tall. Hopefully having done the wall cogs, the frontal cogs, the arm spirals, you'll already have a sense of being more upright than when we did at the beginning of the workout, and so this is a really nice way of polishing that movement.
Yeah, and the other thing I think I try to make clear in the book is it's that, but you also want to feel as though these arms are reaching out, don't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Sort of towards that wall and towards that wall.
I totally forgot that cue, but pushing outwards there as a start point is brilliant because it automatically lifts everything up.
Yeah, you don't want to be compressed in here turning.
Yeah. And it's a bit like the reach idea, making sure that you reach out. You're just putting tension into your body so that you can get the best out of your bones. Yeah.
And Gary, just because this is the the final movement in that sequence of 4, I think it's more to say that, look, technique is important, but I've probably been doing some of these exercises without perfect technique, and I've still experienced a huge benefit. So it's great for me to come here and learn that actually I can make them a bit more optimal, and actually I can sequence my body a little bit better. But I don't want that to be an obstacle for people. A lot of people think, oh, if I can't do that, am I getting it right? What would you say to those people who are thinking?
Well, I know you've already stated, right? You've already stated that you enjoy them, you do them every morning, you see value in them, and you might not be doing them at a perfect grade A standard, but often we need to be just shown another extra little bit, so you'll do them differently going forward. So I guess from this point of view, I would like to set the bar as high as we can so that people can fall under it as high as they can.
Yeah, Gary, what I'd probably say as well there is in the book there is a step-by-step instruction on how to do it. Read that, go through this video, learn it, then for a few days try and do it, and then come back to the video again.
Come back and check it
learn
again.
And go, oh, you know what, I've got this bit right, but actually, oh, I forgot about that little bit.
Yeah,
and you can build on this over time.
In all of these the videos, the Desk Jockey Workout videos that we've done, if you're starting from scratch, having never done any of these movements, then they're going to feel difficult, strange, maybe challenging, maybe easy one side, maybe not so easy on the other. But starting to access these shapes is starting to access new movements, starting to inspire new movement that gets you away from your desk jockey position. And so that's already a step in the right direction. So it's not a reason to avoid them, because perfection is not going to be attained today in the movement anyway. So we'll start here, we'll do a little bit, we go back, revisit the book, revisit the video, do this. They're also not one-stop exercises. These are videos that should serve you for life, because our arms will always move this way, our spine will always need to move this way, and as we get pulled into these positions as we get older, we can pull ourselves out of these positions.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, effectively keeping ourselves young.
And I just, again, reiterate something I always talk about is progress, not perfection. Okay, this is about inspiring you guys to actually think about these movements and go, actually, you know what, I do sit at a desk all day. I do think that I'm a bit rounded and I could do with a bit of work on my posture. And I can tell you, I don't think there's anyone who's looking at the human body like Gary Ward is, genuinely. I think you're looking at it in a really rounded fashion. And these exercises, these movements have really changed my life over the last few years. And we put them together in these little 5-minute segments so you can fit it into your life. And something I write about in the book is motivation, and that how motivation always falls after a while. It's called the motivation wave. And when you're just starting this plan, when your motivation is high, watch the videos, learn how to do them properly. And then in 2 weeks, let's say when your motivation's down, you already know how to do it. So take advantage of motivation at the start. So just a reminder, this is the 4th video in a sequence of 4 videos. It's the 4th movement. You can go back and watch the other 3 if you've not seen them, but I really would encourage you guys to try and do this 5-minute desk jockey workout. And if you do try it, let us know below what you think, what benefits you've got, and if you have any questions as well.